Okay, so hi guys, welcome to our first Dream Team chat of September. I'm super excited. I am going to be talking about different ways that you can run your business this fall. You guys, we are in the thick of the busy season. It is not going to get any more calm for the rest of the year. You guys, September, October, November, even December, it's going to be crazy. And so I want to give you guys my best tips for navigating your business this fall. Okay. And if you've been around for a little bit, if you've had a few fall seasons with Scentsy and I'm going through these tips and you agree, or you have something to add, or just a whole nother topic that you think is very important, please put it in the comments because you guys, while I love sharing with you guys and I love sharing my 6 years of business knowledge, I don't know it all. And the way that I work my business may not be the way that you work your business. And that's a beautiful thing about Scentsy is there's like 5,000 different ways to work your business, okay? But being with Scentsy for almost 6 years, I do have some tips and tricks that I believe will help guide you through the busy season, especially as a newer consultant. Maybe you're just not really sure what to be focusing on. Maybe you feel like you're a chicken running around with your head cut off. Trust me, I felt like that for many years just because I was just kind of unorganized and I didn't really have anyone saying like, come on, Alex, go this way. And so my hope for you guys is that I can be that person that says like, come on, this is where you need to focus. This is where you need to be spending your time. If this isn't working, you should try this. Because I feel like that's just the beautiful part of Scentsy. Okay. So I have 5 tips for you guys. If you were in our Dash to Director program this past like 9 weeks, this is going to kind of be a recap and very similar to the week that we were talking about systems and habits, because a lot of it has to do with that. So that is my tip. Number 1 is find systems and work them. Okay. So if you are a new consultant and you're like, what the heck is a system? I just started, like, I barely know what I'm doing. Systems don't have to be this big, scary concept. It simply means when A happens, I do B, C, and D. Okay. So for example, when a customer orders off my website, I send them a thank you text and then I send them something in the mail, like a thank you card, right? That is a system. So you know, every time I get a website order, this is what I do, okay? And the cool thing is we can create systems for every part of our business and we should, okay? And so what I always recommend is to take a piece of paper and write down the business tasks that you do and then ones that you know you should do, right? So if you don't schedule posts in your VIP group and you're always like running around because you feel like you need to post something, that would be a system that you want to improve on, right? If you know that you follow up with your customers once a month using the Amy app, then you can write that down because that's a system for you, right? Some systems, and if you have a pen and a paper, you might want to write this down. Some systems that you should really look into establishing or researching more about is a follow-up system. So Scentsy makes that really easy with the Amy app. If you like digital resources, that's a really great one. Also, we've shared some like follow-up forms. So if you're like a very pen and paper type of person, that would be a really great option for you. And the cool thing about finding these things is you can type it in the team page, you can type it on the workstation, you can type it into YouTube, and you will find tons of different options from different consultants on things that they do. But following up with your customers is so, so important. You might find that when it's super, super busy, you get orders without following up regularly, but that is not always the case. And that is definitely a habit that you need to form in your business, is to check in with your customers, provide good customer service. So I think follow-ups is huge. Deliveries. So if you do local orders and you are just delivering orders left and right as they come in, like every single day, maybe think about consolidating that and doing your deliveries on one day, or offering porch pickup, or just something to make it more simple for you. I think figuring out a system for deliveries is important. I think figuring out a system for closing orders is important. And that's actually my next step. So I'm just going to skip that. Finding a system for social media or emails. So for me, I'm honing a new system for my customers, and that is to start emailing them. I've started emailing my customers every week, every other week or so, and that has been really awesome for me. But I also have to look at my social media. What do I do in my VIP group? What do I do on my Instagram? How does that look, right? And so you want to kind of look inward at your business and your practices and your preferences and develop a system for how am I sharing Scentsy, right? I think it is so important to share Scentsy consistently. And so I think that's a system that you need to develop. Additionally, team, right? Are you making systems and goals to have joint conversations every week? Or if you have a team, do you have a system for when you check in on them, or how often you check in, or how you communicate with them? Okay. Another one is trainings. And I personally believe Scentsy makes this one really easy too, because they have the Tuesday training. Right? There's also YouTube with tons of trainings. There is our team page with tons of trainings. We do this Dream Team chat twice a month. So the trainings part is really covered for you guys. Of course, as you grow into leadership and as you grow your team, you can and should absolutely provide your own training content, whether that be you're sending team emails or you're hopping on live for your team or you're sharing something. But even if it's just sharing training opportunities with your team, that covers that base. Okay. That is a system that you can very easily check off because Scentsy has training content out there for you. But if you can just share that on a regular basis, determine how often you want to share, how often you want to watch trainings, things like that, that will be super important for you. And then customer service, right? What does customer service look like for you? So I kind of mentioned earlier, when I get a PWS order, when I get an order off my website, I text them, maybe shout them out on my Instagram stories, and then I send them something in the mail, okay? So like that is my system. That is my system for customer service, right? When I meet a new customer, I write their name down in my binder and I wrote how I met them. So for me, that is a system for tracking good customer service, okay? So I really want to encourage you guys to really look at your business and figure out where you can implement systems. Okay. Systems do not have to scare you, but they are essential. And I'll tell you why. Because when things get busy and things get crazy, you want something to land on. And if you don't have systems for your business, you'll never know what you need to be working on. So for me, I had a busy like 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks for me have been super busy, been doing a lot of things. And so my business, while I was still working my business, I was still recruiting, I was still having high sales and following up with my customers. But some of the tasks that I needed to do, like PWS mail or follow-ups, kind of like took a back burner for a week or so. And then so once I regrouped and got settled, I knew exactly what I needed to catch up on and exactly what I needed to focus on because of the systems that I have in my business. I knew I need to catch up on my PWS mail. I need to catch up on my follow-ups. I need to get back in the habit of scheduling posts. I knew these things needed to be done because I have built such strong systems in my business that I knew exactly where to pick up. Okay. And so I feel like that is just so very important as you grow your business, and especially in busy seasons where you have Thanksgiving dinner and taking your kids trick-or-treating and you're planning Christmas and you're traveling and so are your customers. We're all busy. We all have things going on, especially in the fall season. And so it's important that you can fall back on your systems and know exactly what you need to be working on. Now, I will say, try not to do everything at once. Okay. I have had times where, and usually it happens after Scentsy family reunion because I just get a cool idea here and a cool idea here and a cool idea here and a cool idea here. And I'm like, I need to revamp everything. I need to do everything. And what happens when you do that is it gets too overwhelming. And so I would say pick one or two things, right, to start off with. And I would say make it PRV based, right? Systems for following up or collecting orders or things like that. Start with like the business basics and then build your systems off of that. Okay. And don't give up on your system. At least give it like 30 to 60 days. And if it doesn't work, try something else. There's a million different systems for every little part of your business. And so I can't say, Brittany, you need to do this follow-up log exactly this way, because what works for me might not work for Brittany. And so keep that in mind as you are trying new things. Definitely give it a fair shot and try not to overwhelm yourself with a million different things. But know that you might have to tweak it and change it up, okay? But it will give you a really good starting point, and you'll know why it's not working and what you can do differently. Okay. So that's my tip number one for navigating your business during the busy times is you want to fall back on your systems. And if you don't have systems yet, you want to start there because that will kind of give you your grounding point and your foundation of when I have time to work my business, this is what I need to be doing. I don't need to be scrolling social media or putting up one post and call that working my business. There are some more meat and potatoes things that you could be doing, and your systems will align your tasks with that. Okay, guys? So my tip number 2 for navigating your business in the busy season is to close orders regularly. Okay, I think this is so important and so impactful, okay, especially if you are a new consultant, right? So to close an order, and I'm talking like a local party order, to close a party, you need at least 200 PRV in sales in that party to be able to close it. So that means you have a collection of orders that you're needing to close. And I really recommend doing that on a regular basis. So for me, again, I've been with Scentsy for 6 years. I close an order every single Monday. I choose Mondays because that's when we have LTOs that launch. I can spend all week following up, working my business, sharing things, and then place my orders on Monday. I really prefer that. I used to do it on Fridays, but then we started doing launches on Mondays. So I like closing my orders on Mondays. And what that does is it trains my customers to give me those orders, because I tell them often, local order closing on Monday, local order closing on Monday, local order closing on Monday, okay? And so at a minimum, I'm collecting 200 PRV to close that order. And so I want to recommend that for you as well. If you are finding that you can collect 200 to 500 PRV in like 7 to 10 days, then you close an order every 7 to 10 days. If you're a newer consultant and you're like, that's too much, like, I don't know that I can do that on a regular basis, start with every 2 weeks, okay? At least close 2 orders a month. That way your local customers know that they can order with you and save on shipping. You're constantly closing and getting higher PRV. You have more opportunities to collect pre-orders for LTOs, the limited time offers that we have. So closing an order regularly really creates a great system for your customers, right? So for me, I do what I call targeted follow-ups. So during the week, when I am following up with my customers, I let them know, hey, Susan, just wanted to check in to see what your favorites were on your last 6-pack of wax. I wanted to let you know that I have a local order closing on Monday that qualifies for free shipping. We just launched our amazing harvest collection and it's so great. Let me know if you need to stock up on some fall wax. Okay. And so what that does is, one, it's personal. It builds that relationship. I'm asking her what her favorites were from her last order. Secondly, I am making it timely. I am telling her I'm closing a local order on Monday with free shipping. And then I offer something. We just launched our harvest collection. It's so good. Let me know if you need to stock up. Okay. So I do that almost every single time that I am personally messaging a customer. Is I make it targeted, and specifically I let them know, especially if they're local, when I have my next local order closing. Okay. This makes it easier for me because my customers know, yep, Alex has an order closing on Monday. She almost always does. And so they know that they can give me their order and I'll take care of them. Okay. I put it in my posts often throughout the week, right? And then on Monday, after I close my order, I'm like, if you pre-ordered this with me, I got you covered. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So closing local orders has been extremely helpful, and you don't have your customers waiting so long to get those products. Okay. If you cannot close a local order regularly, then I would really highly recommend increasing your follow-ups and sharing your open party link as often as you possibly can. Okay. Because even if you're not collecting local orders, you can be collecting orders from people who don't live local. Okay. So I just want to kind of put that idea in your mind to close local orders regularly and share that with your customers. Okay. And then on that topic, I want to encourage you guys to showcase items regularly. And when I say showcased items, I guess I'm specifically talking in your VIP group. Hopefully you guys all have a VIP group and you utilize that resource because it can be really awesome. But you could do this on your personal page. You could do this on your follow-ups. You could email your customers as well. But when I say showcase items, I mean constantly be sharing how beautiful and practical our products are. Constantly be sharing ways that we can problem solve, right? With the pods that are wax free and our warmers that are flame free, right? We have solutions to people's problems. And so make sure you are showcasing something on a regular basis, okay? If you don't know what to post about in your VIP group, go on Pinterest and find some real life pictures of some beautiful warmers and then just ooh and ah over them in your VIP group, right? Or sit down with a blank calendar for the week or even for the month and come up with content. What are you going to share, right? So I'll tell you guys, we have the holiday collection launching October 1st. So you better believe that the last week of this month, I'm going to be showcasing all of the holiday collections in order to collect orders to place on the 1st, right? But even when we don't have an LTO or a new collection launching, you could start off your morning and say, good morning, y'all. Good morning, happy Wednesday. Today I'm going to be sharing my favorite waxes and warmers with you guys. Stay tuned because it's going to be a beautiful day. And then like every few hours, just post a picture of a 6-pack of wax or beautiful warmers, right? And then tomorrow you can talk about fan products. And the next day you can talk about diffusers, right? If you don't know what to showcase based on what you're using every day, then just go category by category and just share stuff, okay? Don't post like occasionally, okay? Don't make people wonder if you're still a Scentsy consultant. If people don't know if you're a Scentsy consultant or not, you are not sharing Scentsy enough, okay? So showcase stuff regularly. And don't forget in your VIP group to also share everyday life, like the dinners you're cooking, a funny meme that you see, things like that, because we are such a relationship business, you guys, that's what people connect with. Okay. And then when they see those beautiful warmers and the solutions that you're providing, then they feel so connected and they trust you. Okay. So be sure that you are being intentional about showcasing your items. Okay. So moving on. Yeah, Mandy, that's so awesome. And that's the thing. When you share your beautiful products and how much you love them, people want that. They want that same feeling that you are sharing. So share, right? Share often. Okay. Step 3 is to expand your network, expand your business. And the cool thing is there's a million different ways to do this. But let me just tell you, it is so important that we are continuously expanding our network, expanding our customer base, okay? That we are constantly meeting new people and talking to them about Scentsy. Because what happens, and you guys, I've seen it hundreds of times. What happens is people come into Scentsy, they're having so much fun. People are so excited. Their friends and family purchase a lot. And then 3 months later, their friends and family are Scentsy'd out. They don't need to order every single month. And then this new consultant is just like, what the heck? And I'll tell you guys, it's because you have to expand your network. You have to continuously grow your customer base. And there are 1,000,001 different ways to do this. Okay. So some examples right off the top of my head, party. Okay. We are a party planning business, which means Facebook parties, home parties, pop-ups, open houses, whatever you want to call them, however you want to do them, grab bags, whatever. Parties are such an important way to get high PRV, meet new customers, get more hosts, have people join. Okay. If you are struggling with those things, you should try to party. And I feel like a broken record because I say it again and again and again. And it's so nice to see so many people partying. Okay. So partying like gold. Best way to grow your business, in my opinion, is to party with Scentsy. But there's things like you can do your personal boxes, like the Whiff Box, your own version of the Whiff Box. You could do fundraisers. You could do events. You could do pop-ups. You could do lunch break, like a lunch break pop-up, a buddy drive for a local organization. There are so many ways that you can expand your network, but it is crucial. It is crucial to constantly be bringing new people in to Scentsy, because what's going to happen is you're going to get new VIPs. You're going to get new people who fall in love with Scentsy, listen to your recommendations, order 3 6-packs of wax and 4 warmers, okay? You are going to find those people, but you have to continuously be bringing people into your business so you can find those people and build relationships with those people, okay? You need to always be focusing on your customer base. If you are at the end of your month and you're like, I have 0 new customers this month, they are all repeat customers. That is a sign that you need to dig deeper into your business and network and branch out, expand your business. Okay, you guys, it is so important. And I would hate for you guys to do all this work, put all this time and sweat equity in, but you're not focusing on expanding your business. And so therefore, here you are 3-4 months later, and you're just twiddling your thumbs because you have no idea where your customers went. Okay. It is so important that you are always bringing new customers in. Okay. My 4th tip is to front load your calendar. So if you've been around for a while, you know exactly what this means. This means you get the bulk of your work done in the first half of the month. Like as much as you can, book all the parties for the first half of the month. Close an order on the first of the month from all your work at the end of the month. Like at the end of September, I'm working for my first week of October. Okay. When I'm booking parties for October, I'm trying to get that done in the first 2 weeks of October. Okay. I'm trying to recruit always. Frankly, I'm always trying to grow my team. But if I can get them recruited by the beginning of the month, and then I can really focus on training them for the first half of the month, right? When you front load your calendar, you are setting yourself up for success. Okay. So many of you guys close an order on the first of the month, right? We had our gorgeous harvest collection launch. Tons of you guys were sitting at 200, 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 PRV on the first of the month. I want you guys to know how awesome that is. You are truly setting your business up to be successful. What it does is it allows you to reach those goals that you set for yourself earlier in the month. And then everything else after that is either preparing for the next month or it's the icing on top of the cake or both. Okay. So really, really think about planning and putting things on your calendar as much as possible for the beginning of the month. What this also does is it allows you to fill in the back half of your month if a party flops or if your event cancels or X, Y, and Z, right? It gives you a lot more time, and then you're not scrambling at the end of the month, missing your goal, feeling down about yourself, scrambling to get in orders, okay? It really allows you to set your business plan for the month and then work really hard at it. And then the bottom half of the month, you are prepping for the next month, right? So I think front loading your calendar, huge, huge, huge tip for you guys. It really does make consultants more confident. It allows them to dream bigger too, because say on the first of the month when they're writing out their goals and they say they want to sell 2,000 PRV this month, okay, and then they close an awesome order on the first that's at 500, and then they have a Facebook party that week and then a home party that weekend, and then the next thing you know, it's the 8th of the month and they're at like 2,100 PRV. And then you still have the whole rest of the month ahead of you to build on that, to promote, to grow your team, to train your new teamies, to book parties for later in the month or for the next month. And it's a really awesome confidence boost that you deserve, your teammates deserve. It just feels really good to set your business up for success, okay? And also it's important to think, Halloween is at the end of the month, Thanksgiving is at the end of the month, Christmas is at the end of the month. Okay, so for the next 3 months, you guys, the bottom half of the month is busy. It's family obligations. And so by you doing this, by you front loading your calendar, you are going to give yourself time with your family. You are going to allow yourself to have the week of Thanksgiving with no obligations, the week of Christmas with no deliveries needing to be made, Facebook parties needing to be had. Okay. I don't recommend it, right? Scentsy is a family business and it should allow you to spend more time with your family, but we need to plan that accordingly. It doesn't mean, oh, because it's November, I don't have anything planned, and so I guess I'm just like scraping by with 150 PRV in November. No, you guys, definitely take the knowledge that you know that Thanksgiving is at the bottom half of November and book things accordingly at the beginning of the month. I think it's so, so important. And you guys, we're rolling right through these because we're on the last tip, and that is rest and recharge. Okay, we are in the season of extreme busyness. especially if you've been around for a while and you were part of the 2020 hypergrowth, you might be feeling a little tired. I know me, every fall and winter season, I have a little bit of burnout, especially towards the end, like November, December. I'm like, whoo, like I am tired. Like I've been working, I have been focused, I've been trying to earn this incentive trip, I have been training, I have been selling, I have been partying. And so, come Christmas, and we hit that Christmas shipping deadline and things kind of slow down a little bit, you can breathe. Sometimes it's hard for you to kind of get started again back in January, right? And so to avoid that burnout, I really want to encourage you guys to rest and recharge, okay? You guys may or may not notice, it doesn't matter to me, but like on Saturdays and Sundays, I don't really post in the team page. Frankly, if I don't have a home party or an event or a fundraiser going on the weekend, like I don't do much Scentsy work other than like snap some pretty pictures and schedule a few posts. Because to me, like that's family time. That's time for me to spend with my family. And I want to encourage you guys to do that as well. Additionally, if you have your post scheduled through the evening and it's not a dream team chat night, like put your phone down. Like log off and get off. Like Facebook will be there in the morning the second you open your eyes, you guys. Like that's me, okay? I definitely spend way more time on my phone than is needed. And so as we are in the busy season and maybe you feel overwhelmed sometimes, like put your phone down, put your work down, spend time with your family. Take a day off. It's healthy, it's needed. And additionally, even with all the craziness, even if you have a full day, even if you need to be on your phone all day, like please take some time, 10, 15, 30 minutes to do something for yourself, whether that be you got out of the shower and you're wrapped in a towel and you lay on your bed for 30 minutes because like you just want to, or paint your nails or watch your favorite show, or like put your phone down and go on a walk with your kiddos or anything, okay? Oh, Mandy, I love that. I think that's a wonderful idea. And so if you guys can just really like tune into yourself and find out like what makes you happy, what makes you feel rested and recharged. And even if we're talking about your Scentsy business, like what brings you joy with Scentsy? For me, it's really good join conversations. Like I feel so awesome when I have a really good join conversation and like someone is excited about joining and they're interested, like that fires me up. That totally rejuvenates me. Another thing is making samples. Another thing is smelling testers with my customers, right? Those things bring me joy in my Scentsy business. And so if you, whether it be, self-care things outside of Scentsy or even things that bring you joy in Scentsy, find time to do that. Find time to do that. Your business will be okay if you take 30 minutes to just recharge. So I want to just end that with that because it can be so stressful, right? When you have $700 to order on Monday and this launch is epic and you're afraid things are going to sell out. And then you need to follow up with your customers. And then you have PWS mail to send. And then you're meeting up with someone to smell testers. And then you have a home party on Saturday. Like it can be a lot and it's so good. Don't get me wrong. Like the paychecks are awesome. The people you meet and talk to are awesome. The relationships you build are great. The trips that you earn are so worth it. Your Scentsy business is worth your sweat equity, but don't burn out so much that you don't even want to work your business. Okay. Try to avoid that at all costs necessary. And if you are feeling that way, please reach out to your sponsor, your director, to me, to anyone. Okay. We are here for you. We will talk you off the ledge. We will give you ideas on reducing stress and taking some things off of your plate because truthfully, guys, you have to remember Scentsy's core values: authenticity, generosity, and simplicity. So if you feel like your business is too complicated, simplify it. Okay, if you feel like you are just constantly working your business, take a step back and do something generous. Okay, give a bar to a customer, bring a little warmer to a friend, anything that will just kind of make you step back and find joy in giving, right? And then you guys be yourself. Scentsy is a business where we all fit in, okay? No matter what we like to do for fun, what our hobbies are, who we are as people, we all fit in with Scentsy. And so you can be yourself with Scentsy. You don't have to be me. You don't have to be Leslie. You don't have to be Brianna. You are perfectly perfect for your business. People love and are gravitated to you for who you are. So don't lose sight of that, okay? If you are doing something and it feels extra hard or extra complicated, or you just feel icky about it, it is likely because it is not aligning with who you are. And it's really hard to do something that other people are doing to a T because it's just not right for you, right? You have to do what works for you. And so I want to encourage you guys, if you feel like you are doing everything that everyone posts, take a step back and really look at what you want to do and what aligns with you, because that in itself will just make you feel so much more relaxed with your business. Okay, guys? So I'm going to stop recording. Yes.